up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome to another exclusive episode of Mr ArtClip, and I'm your host, Gadget. But is my real name, and of course, we are live, coming to you live in Pretoria, Cape City, right here at Sunnypark Mall, shop number 6, level 3, Sunnypark Mall. Of course, we are joined live in studio by the living legends, the best to ever do it. On the top 5 of your local MCs or international, you can snuff at least 4 of them out. I'm talking about the one and only PdotO.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me.
What's good, B?
What's up, brother?
Always
Respect.
well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
I love you.
We love the movement. God bless the God bless.
Yeah,
it's only
man.
blessed.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for the support.
The
To the InspirationHub. Yeah.
Right, I just want to take us back. Yeah, like we need to start. Who's PdotO? We already know that.
Yeah.
Growing up in East London. Yes. How was life back then?
I grew up in the coast, so luckily I was exposed to coast in Eastern Cape is like at the time was predominantly a lot of white people.
Yeah.
So I was born in Umtata, spent the first 10 years of my life in Umtata. So my parents moved to East London when I was like 10 years old. Now in Umtata it's nothing but black people. And then you move to East London, now it's all white people. So I was exposed to different cultures. It was great. I mean, there was times where it was a little bit difficult to adjust because, I think white people also, there was just like an influx of these black families that were moving in, they weren't really know, what I mean?
When they moved in,
the racist thing was still there, But yeah, man, I made a lot of friends. I was introduced to different kinds of music. That's why I'm very much into Nirvana and Kurt Cobain, and as much as I am Kwaito, as much as I grew up in Kwaito, I grew up in TKZ, I grew up in Undu, I grew up in Atamufukate, I was also exposed to that side. So I learned at a very early age how to break down and dissect different kinds of music. And I think that's, for me personally, that's my secret. I listen to all kinds of music. I don't pigeonhole myself into anything, and that's just comes from my background.
Yes, because listen to your previous albums, and you just mentioned Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
I heard a lot about him, like on your music. Like, what is it about him that sort of gravitated towards?
His writing, bro. His writing was amazing. I've never heard anyone that honest. Like you can be honest. You can talk about things that are happening in your family, in your life, whatever. But to be that honest, the way he put his honesty in the rock space, and at the time, rock didn't have, that kind of honesty, outside of Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
But most guys, like, they'd be the Beatles.
Yes,
the music was more
popular.
Music was more, women dance.
Yeah.
And then this guy came. He's like, yo, I'm feeling this. I think the government is like this. I think people must like, yo, I'm going through this. My uncle did this to me. You know what I mean? That kind of honesty.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. So that I learned that from the writing, the most captivating thing you can do as an artist is to be honest.
Be honest. You're talking about honesty and stuff. The family structure that you grew up under, do you still carry those values that you grew up with?
Yeah, I come from a big family. My father had 10 siblings. So my whole family, I think there's about 3,000 of us. I'm not even lying right now.
3,000 guys.
So a lot of people, because he had 10 siblings.
You can have your whole world.
Each brother had kids and they had kids. So it's a whole lot of people in my family.
Yeah, a huge family tree.
Shout out to a cousin of mine that's doing well right now. Her name is Buntu. On Generation, she's doing very well. She's playing now, and she's killing it.
Big shout out to her.
You know what I mean? Man, I come from a big family. We've always been close-knit. I have 5 siblings in my family. It's 2 brothers and 3 sisters. I'm the last born. So I've always been, in a family structure that's kind of protected. And, I wasn't a kid that was lonely growing up. I had my brothers and that, Yeah.
Okay, that's really dope. And you lost your pops in 2009.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Like, how did that sort of affect you, and how did you deal with his demise?
It affected me, bro. It affected me, man, because I wasn't ready. I was very young. I wasn't ready. I didn't digest that right. even me as a man, it affects you because sometimes you need advice.
Yeah, advice. You need that pop's advice. Yes.
This woman, she's doing this. What do I do, Dad? Like, I put this woman through this much pain. What do I? You know what I mean? Those kind of things. It's advice.
True.
And obviously he wasn't there, but I learned a lot from him when he was here. He was a very humble man. He was a very kind man. He gave a lot of his time to people, and he always taught me to, everybody's on the same level in terms of respect until they teach you otherwise.
Yeah,
the way you treat a manager at some company or the president is the way you treat a lady that's a helper. That's how he was.
Yeah, it's not about position.
He treated everybody the same. So I learned that from him. I learned patience. He was a very patient guy, and he liked peace and a happy environment. He was a clown. My father liked making people laugh.
Do you sometimes see yourself in your pops?
Hell yeah. Me, I don't like tension. I don't like fights. I like cracking up. Let's laugh.
Let's laugh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, he was very much like that, and I learned that from him a lot.
Dope. Yeah. And like when you write your music, because when I listen to it, like I'm sure even when they listen to your music, they feel, I don't know if it's darkness or pain. Or where does that come from? Do you go to that mental state you were at when you go to pubs to bring out those emotions?
I'm just honest, bro. I'm just honest. I feel like the music is an extension of self.
Yeah.
Meaning, some artists are creative. They can tell your story. For you.
Yeah,
and then it's not about they run away from their story and they can tell your story and they make it look nice. Some artists are very creative in that. Some artists don't really like to talk about how they feel. You know what I mean? They like to keep it in a very good mood. I'm just honest. If I'm angry, I'm gonna say I'm angry. If I'm angry, I'm gonna say I'm angry. If I'm feeling hurt, I'm gonna say it. If I'm happy, I'm gonna say it. So I've never had any filters when it comes to the music. I'm just really honest about anything. So in terms of darkness, I think I've had this conversation with a lot of other artists. In fact, I was in studio with Les the other day, and he was saying,
shout out to Les, by the way. Hey?
Les and Questa, they were saying that you sell depression. I'm like, I don't sell depression. It's just that I think people gravitate towards the heartfelt stuff in my music because it's not like I don't make other sounds. Yes. I do. I have a lot of songs that are jiggy. I have a lot of songs that are very, very mellow. A lot of songs that are about the vibe and the mood. But I think when I make the introspection, heartfelt songs, I become so passionate that people gravitate towards that more than anything. So they see me as that. You know what I mean? Hey, this guy's like this person. And I'm not. I mean, there's different sides to me. Sometimes I can
also jump. Spirituality.
I can jump on a Kwaito song and have fun. I can jump on a musical song. I can jump on an R&B song, a trap song. Hence I said I listen to a lot of music. So I study. But because people, like I said, gravitate towards and I think people are hurting. A lot of people are hurting.
Yeah, we go through a lot.
A lot of people are.
And I think like your music is part of maybe the therapy that we need.
I've seen that. People, I've seen that. People are hurting, man. And I'm who am I to say, hey, don't like this, don't gravitate towards this, like the jiggy stuff or like the happy stuff. I can't tell you what to like. If someone comes and says, yo, dear God, save me, I'm not going to say, yo, no, don't listen to dear God.
Listen to that.
Listen to you don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know me is jiggy. Nah, I can't. So, that's just how I feel.
It's about the feeling that other person gets when they sort of consume your music.
Yes.
This year dropped like a couple of projects.
I dropped 3 so far.
3 so far, yeah. It's like, why 3? Why do you feed us so much?
Because I don't want to rap any. I think I have probably 3-4 projects left, and then it's peace, man. I'm out. I'm gonna.
Just like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna venture on to. I've always been an actor. I've studied acting. I studied drama and TUT.
Yes, I was gonna get to that. Yes.
That's. I'm gonna go into that more heavier than music. I think with me. Like I said, because I draw from an internal place. There's a line by Joe Budden, bro, and I will never forget it. That's one of the greatest rappers.
I listen to him like religiously, and I sort of see a bit of you in him, like the depression stuff. For real, but I kill you.
He's got a line where he says, "And to these fans that I once gave my heart for, I gotta tell you that there's not much left of me." When I heard that, I was like, wow. Yo, what up? It's your boy PdotO, and this show is sponsored by Tshepo Art And Projects. You get creative rappers like an Eminem, somebody who's good at technique.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can
rhyme with anything. Yeah,
it's technique. M is very technical. It's about similes. It's about entendres. It's about how can I cut this word up and mix it with that word. How do I scrunch these words into this bar and make sure that they link with the other outer bar? It's very technical.
His rhymes are very technical. Yes.
That doesn't take anything from you emotionally when you're technical, because you use your mind a lot.
Yes. It's about mental strength. Yes.
Rick Ross is a narrator. He tells stories. He can tell stories about, we were here in Greece and we did this. We saw this girl. She looked like this, and he knows how to tell stories nicely and paint a nice picture. And then you get introspective rappers, rappers that are your Joe Budden, your Drake when he gets into their pocket, your Tupac, your DMX, guys that now I have to tap into
the
a place
side,
that I don't really like going to.
It's darkness, but you have story for it to tell.
Tap in, and every single time, you get tired, bro. It's tiring to do that. It's tiring. I was tired when I wrote that Dear God song. I was tired. It's draining. So for me to keep doing that over and over for more albums and more albums, I'm like, I can't do that. So we're gonna venture out into other things, script writing, writing shows, writing movies. We're working on a couple of things so far as well. Yeah. And I'm just gonna move into the acting space better, because in the acting space, I'm not PdotO. I can just be there and play that
character. Yeah.
Play another guy. I don't have to be.
Yes. I just get into that.
I remove my life. Yes. You know what I mean? So that's easier for me than to be making Dear God and Soaked in Bleach.
And the show you did in State Theatre, are we gonna get more of that?
Yeah, most definitely. They must just pay more. Shout out to
Bump the cheese up.
But shout out to State Theatre, they always support us, man. More TV work. We want to do more TV work, more scripts, like I said, more just creating content.
So we'll see more of you on our TV screens, big screens also.
Yeah.
Are you looking into that?
Yeah, hopefully, dog. Thank you.
You are an old artist.
Yeah, thank you.
It's true that. Yeah. So I was listening to UTS, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And there's this clip there. I just don't know who the artist is, but I think I know him.
Yeah.
From The Voice.
Yeah.
He says that 35 rands convinced him that this music thing could work. What convinced Peter that, you know what, this music things could work for me?
Tupac, bro. Tupac did.
You consumed a lot of
Tupac made me say, I want to do this. And then when I saw him acting, I want to do that too.
Yes.
Let me go. And then my parents were like, okay, bro, you have to study something. You can't just make music. What are you going to study? You need to bring a degree, something.
Yeah, that was the initiative for our parents. Go to school, yes.
I don't want to be no lawyer. I don't want to be no nothing like that. Let me go study this. Can you study this drama thing? Oh, cool, you can. So I went to study drama. But Pac was my he set the light, man. Pac was my inspiration. That made me like, I can do this. In fact, that's why my music is based most on what we can give to the people more than us feeding ourselves.
Yeah.
What can we do to help others? It's about yes, I'm telling my story, but I want people to feel me, because if you feel me, then you understand. If you understand, then you empathize. And if you empathize, then you can ride with me forever. You know what I mean? It's empathy. It's human things. It's raw human needs. It's not just sitting there and just being creative and you know what I mean? And telling the best song or writing the best song that people like, but I want you to feel me. So it's not just about technique. No. I can sit here and be technical all day, write all these songs. Okay, let me make this word. Yeah, that's nice. It's attractive. It's kind of like in football, you get the dribblers.
Yeah,
the guys that, they dribble, but do they win games? You need a guy that wins the games. You need a guy that wins.
Strikers,
feel
scores. Yes.
So that's my music has been based on that. I just want people to feel me, and if you feel me, then you empathize. You know what I mean? And if you empathize, then we're riding together forever. You know?
Straight up. So talking about that, when you look at the world and you paint a picture in your mind, like how's the world looking like in the eyes of Peter?
Right now.
Right now, with what is happening right now, yes, currently.
We messed up, bro. We messed up. It's over. Like I don't want to sound depressed.
It's not funny, but it's true.
It's sad, bro. Because
yes.
like I said, there's something that Dave Chappelle said. I'm sorry, man. I study a lot of people, so I like to quote these guys. You know, Dave Chappelle, greatest stand-up comedian of all time.
I'm a big fan of Dave.
Greatest of all time. He's like,
they tried to blackball him, but
no, he's the greatest.
He's
the greatest.
He's
He's like, you know, he's like, to all the young people out there that are pushing.
I feel an imperative in the digital age to happen in real life. And I don't care if they can't take my picture. Because I've never seen Paul Bunyan, but I know who the fuck he is. And you gotta make him talk about you. You gotta make him experience you. I'm saying this to all you young people out here who look up to quality, and maybe even me unwisely. Happen in real life. All of life now happens in this.
Life right now happens in this. It's in this. It's in phones and the digital space.
Yes.
And he's like, make them talk about you. Happen in real life. And he's like, I've never met Paul Bunyan. Paul Bunyan was like a person that lived in the States. There's no pictures of him. He lived in the 1700s. And he's like, I took that as, I've never seen Shaka Zulu.
Yeah, but he lived.
But I know who he is.
Greatest, yes.
I know who Shaka Zulu is.
Yes.
I've never seen a picture of Shaka Zulu. So he happened in real time. Sometimes we're so obsessed with social media and this and that and this that we forget to live it. We forget to do it. We forget to get out there. You know what I mean? Yo, let me actually do it in real time. If I want to perform, let me go out there and do it. You know what I mean? It's about now. Do it now. Let it happen. You know what I mean? When my car was stolen last time.
You know what happened to me today? These motherfuckers stole my car. Like 2 hours before I have to come on stage, remember that shit. But the devil is not gonna win tonight, am I right? So I wanna do this one last song before I get out of here. Which one's called Darkness. I need everybody that has anything that lights up. Cigarette lighters, cell phone lighters.
I'll make an example. And on the same day I was supposed to be on stage at Back to the City. It was last year, April 27th, Freedom Day.
Yeah.
So, let me just run down the story. So, I'm supposed to be on stage at 7:00 p.m. Time's around about 5:30, so I'm rushing. I get into my car. I'm rushing. I'm trying to go there. Oh, okay.
You're excited.
And then my friend who stays right next to me at my place in Ferryland. I park by his place to get my music so I can go. I'm rushing because I need to be on stage at 7. This guy's like, yo, man, where are you, bro? You need to come and prepare, whatever. Cool. I stop there. I get out the car for maybe like 10 minutes to get my music. Come back.
To guide you before you get to the point of your story. Let's just take a little breath and then come back after this. Yes.
What up? It's your boy PdotO, and this show is sponsored by Tshepo Art And Projects.
Welcome back from an ad break. Remember, I'm still tuning into Mr ArtClip with the boy Gadget right here in Sunnypark Mall. Shop number 6, level 3 of the mall. And we're still chilling with, of course, PdotO, formerly known as Poet Solent, but we don't get to that a little later on. Before we took an ad break, you were telling us about the story of your car getting stolen.
Yeah, man, So I was just talking about things happening in real, like what Dave Chappelle said, happen in real life.
Yes.
Instead of being stuck on social media and being stuck on your phone. You know, we in a generation where everybody's living through their phone. So, continuing the story. So I went into my friend's house to get my music.
Yeah.
Park my car, come back outside, car's gone.
Just like that.
I asked my friend, Ras, where's my car? And we just stood there looking at each other.
All of you are just shocked.
Like
What happened?
You know what I mean? And it's like shock, because now I'm starting to think, maybe did I give someone my keys to go to the shop? Did I park somewhere else?
Of all these
Yeah,
possibilities.
it's shock.
Yes, yeah.
You know, it's shock. And then it sunk in, my car's gone. It's been stolen, and I have to be on stage in an hour. You know what I mean? So I called my girlfriend. I was like, "Hey, babe, these niggas took my car. It's rough. You know, I'm still in shock.
Niggas stop
Call the police.
Yeah.
The police come. Wasn't really trusting that they're gonna do anything. I'm sorry, my faith in them wasn't really. I was like, he took the statement. I did everything because I still need to go perform. I've been paid to go perform.
You have to deliver.
Perform. Cool. My girlfriend comes. She picks me up. We go to Joburg. So I'm calling my sister on the ride, and I'm telling her, "Hey, my car's just been stolen."
Yeah.
And she's like, and I have to be on stage. I don't even feel like being on stage. I don't feel like performing right. I'm down, bro. Like everything is
down, like completely.
Yeah, everything is in my car. I had so many because I still was like the disc guy. I like getting discs and buying discs and stuff.
CDs.
You know what I mean? I had my laptop in my car, a couple of clothes. You know, so many things in my car. So all that's gone. I'm feeling down. And then my sister was like, "Tell them." I was like, "Tell who?" No, just tell the crowd. Remember, this is 20,000 people. Back to the city is packed.
It's huge. It's a huge crowd there.
Like, no, just tell them. When you get on stage, just tell them. I was like, bro, they don't care.
It's like this
Care?
happens in your life.
I'll tell them.
Outside of
Went on
music.
stage, did the first song. I remember it was Show Must Go On. Show Must Go On. Did that, pop. And then I did Soaked in Bleach. I stopped. Hey, DJ, stop the music real quick. Stop the music.
I like it when
hey,
people
guys.
do that.
What's up, man? I'm here, but I wouldn't have been here to tell you the truth because they just took my car like an hour ago. The crowd goes, "Oh, no. Yeah, they just stole my car an hour ago, but we're gonna rise. God is no fool. It doesn't matter what the devil may try to do. God is no fool. I'm still here. We're gonna rock out." So I just need everybody to put your lighters up. You know what I mean? Let's just thank God right now that I'm alive. At least I have my life. And I did the song Darkness, and it was a moment, you know what I mean? It was a great moment in my whole career because everybody, the organizers of Back to the City came and was like, "Yo, bro, that was one of the best performances we've ever had."
Yes.
Because I happened in real time.
In real time, yes.
I didn't shoot myself. Yo, they took my car, guys. Yo, it's sadness. No,
You went straight to the crowd with what happened.
yeah, you know what I mean? So that's what I mean. That's what I mean by like happen in real time. Happen in real time. Have people talk about you. Have people talk. Happen. Don't just be stuck on social media. Some people live on social media. I don't know if you've ever been into a situation where you meet somebody on social media. They say all these things. They extravagant. They lively.
Yes.
They this. They that. Meet them in person in real life. They like die.
There's nothing much happening with their life.
You live in social.
It's only on social media, on pictures, posts, and all that videos.
So that's what I mean, man. Just be an individual.
Let's
happen in real life.
Let's live. Straight up. So, and as much as you talk a lot about your pain in your music and stuff, do you sometimes write the lyric and then scrap it because you feel like, no, this is a bit too much. I'm giving them a little too much of myself.
Of course, yeah. On Dear God, I said something that it wasn't too nice about my brother, and he was like, "How fit?" You know, because we've never spoken about that. I have a line where it's like,
"Maybe I'm mad, my brother an alcoholic. He's still blood, so I love him still. That's my family, I love him real."
He was like,
how could you say that? Yeah.
You know, that's what I mean by being real. Yeah. Sometimes there's consequences, because now me and my brother were like cool for a while because of that. You know what I mean? Because I put that on TV.
The whole
now you put my business on TV. And I wasn't looking at it like that. I was looking at it like I'm just telling my story. You know, so sometimes your lyrics can affect people, not in a good way, you know. But you learn and you know what I mean. So that's why sometimes you need to scratch off something. This can't say this. You know what I mean? But
especially for the artists that you are, who really dig deep into your emotions and your life and stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
So like you at home, you're obviously a fan of PdotO, fan of hip hop and stuff, a fan of other artists, and you have your top 5 or your top 10. So I need to put this on PdotO. Everyone has the top 5, the top 10, whatever. Why do you think like top 10, top 5 is important in rap? What is it about top 10, top 5?
I actually I hate it so much, bro. I hate that thing. I hate that top 5 nonsense, top 10. I hate it, but I understand why it's there. Because hip-hop music was formed on the battle culture. I'm better than you. You know, you better. I'm better than you. No,
Everyone says
that's how
that,
it was
yes.
born.
Even you artists like, I'm the best.
Yeah, that's how it was born in the Bronx. It was born on battle culture. So because it was born on battle culture, there will always be that sportsman competition thing.
Yes.
No, AKA, I'm better than you. No, Ginger, I'm better than you. No, okay, you know what I mean? So that's where the top 5s and the top 10s and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's everything is and I always feel like it's music, it's art. Sometimes you're allowed to like Nasty C and Aries. You can like both of them. It's okay. You don't have to choose.
It's cool, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not Kaiser Chiefs and Pirates. It's not
No.
like, I can't be Pirates.
It's not about who's not winning.
It's art. You know what I mean? So sometimes we get caught up in this top 5 stuff, and so it's okay to really, really like, like whatever artist that you like, or more than one artist. It's really good. But you were asking me about
do
my
you
top
have
5?
your top 5?
You mean in
Dead
the
or
world?
alive? No, let's keep it here. Home. South Africa. What? Is it a little bit too much?
Nah,
Step on a couple stones.
I just have rappers that I like. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, give us the rappers that you like. Who are you listening to?
I like Shamsu Medallion. He's dope.
Yeah, he's dope. Yeah.
I like Jimmy Wiz. I like Aries. Aries is very dope. He's very dope.
I want to say something about Aries, but I don't know if.
Say it.
No, like, I don't know about his sort of work ethic. He's not out there yet, but he's been around. And
Aries,
I get
I'll
mad.
tell you why.
I don't know
I'll
what's
tell you why
wrong.
Aries is important. This industry is very, 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 very. It's a monopoly. Meaning that it's run by labels. It's run by Sony. It's run by Universal. If you look at the charts on radio,
Yes.
the charts on radio, 97% of the charts on radio, the artists that are there are label artists, major label artists.
Yes.
And then the 4% will be your
Just your
it will be your it will be your big independents. It will be your Solistic, Black Coffee. It will be your what's Tira's label? Yeah.
Yes.
Him. It will be, you know what I mean? So it's run by major labels. So major labels don't like an independent artist that's
Coming up
doing
to take
their own
their
thing.
sport, yes.
So the reason why I say Aries is very important because he's showing not only young kids out there that you don't have to be in a major label to have a huge fan base, to have a huge following. You can do it yourself.
Yes.
And they hate him. They
For
hate
that,
him
yes.
because he's gonna now start changing the minds of so many other artists, and they're gonna take away their money.
Yes,
Now, as a
now
major label,
the
I
mushroom
can't
label,
control
yeah.
the game because they can't control Aries. You can't control the artist that has his fan base that loves him.
And big up to Aries and everyone who's doing it for themselves independently by the click of a button. That's all it takes.
Exactly.
Click of a button.
So
So
shout
even
out,
when home
shout
can
out.
do that.
Yeah, I like a whole lot of rappers, bro. But I think at the space I'm in right now, I'm more into vocalists than rappers. I love vocalists so much. I love vocalists. So vocalist I'm working with, her name is Rachel. She's amazing. There's another one called Phoenix. That dude is amazing. Shout out to Amu Faku. She's
Shout out to
amazing
her,
in vocals. I like singers. I like people that can sing and bring a different melody to a song that can take it to the next level. I'm tired of rappers. Rappers are tired.
And that's something that I've picked up in like the project that you drop. You always have this vocalist.
Always.
sing.
Shout out to
Yes.
Thokozile. I love vocals. I like vocalists. I like singers. I like people that can sing because that they can do something that I can't.
Music.
They can bring something to the song that I can't bring. Nobody's better than me. I don't feel there's any rapper that's better than me, and that's not me being funny.
And-
that's just being the truth. So if I'm a rapper and I get another rapper on the song, he's bringing what I'm bringing. He's bringing the rap element,
Yes.
but a vocalist, something so
a different element into a song, yes.
Fagu, or Lindo, or you know what I mean,
There's plenty of them out there.
or
Just
Zonke,
people.
or those people are. Their craft is beautiful and it needs to be more appreciated. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
we appreciate all the vocalists out there. They're doing a great job especially working with rappers. You know what I mean? Because we not only want to hear the rap elements. We wanna hear
I'm
something
tired of
different
rappers.
also. Yes.
Tired of rappers.
And there's no one better than P. That's why I said in the top 5, you can snuff at least 4 of them out. Lyrically. AOP, in closing, brother. The merch is out. The albums are out. Where do we catch them?
Okay, the Lost Diamonds album is out. Myself and Blacklist. We recently just shot the video. It's actually a surprise for the song featuring Questa.
Yeah, I saw you guys in studio. Yeah,
we're gonna drop that very soon. We have obviously my merch is out.
It's out. Yeah.
People can hit.
GodBlessTheGodBlessed.
Respect. People can hit up Amandla Clothing. Shout out to Misani, a partner of mine that I'm working with. I've dropped 2 albums, Cold Waters and Cold Waters Love Eternal. People must go out there and support. We appreciate all the support that we're getting, man. And I also have one more album from the Cold Waters project, because it's a trilogy.
It's always like a trilogy.
Yeah, it's a trilogy.
There's another one that follows.
So it's finished, it's done. I just don't know when I'm gonna roll it out. But it might come out next year. It might come out late this year. We don't know. But people can find me on Facebook. It's PdotO, DP, and then also I have a page, PdotO. On Instagram, it's PDOTO_SA. It's the same as Twitter.
Fantastic. Earlier on, I asked about the name change from Poet the Solid back in the high mixtape days to PdotO. What inspired the change and why did you change?
I've always been a poet. Yeah. I started out writing poetry.
Okay, yeah.
Before rap, I started out writing poetry. So a friend of mine in high school was like, "Hey, bro, so you write poetry?" "Yeah, I write poetry, but I want to start rapping now." "You want to start rapping? What should I call myself?" "Just call yourself poet. You write poetry, right?"
Just like that.
Yeah, we kids. That's what kids do. We're just kids. So like, alright, cool, but let's make it creative though. Let's make it an acronym
to get there.
Like
elements of
P.O.E.T. Passion over everything. Let's make it something clever. You know what I mean? So that's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then later on, I remember I was being introduced. I was doing this gig at some college. And I was still Poet the Solid. And so this guy's like, "Yo, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready? Ladies, it's Valentine's Day. We got this guy, he's coming up. He's doing his thing. His name is Poet the Solid. He's gonna come and read some poetry for you." I'm like, "God damn it, I'm not reading poetry, bro. I'm gonna come rap.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna come do poetry." So that's the day I decided.
Rap, yes.
That's the day I decided, no, let's just cut it. Let's just take the P and the dot and the O and then cut it there and call it P. For marketing reasons, it's just better that way. But that's the background of the song.
Okay, let's get of the name.
Yes, sir.
I get that. PdotO.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you so much for joining us, brother.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Shout out to the InspirationHub, man. Thank you so much for having me. Respect, bro.
Respect to you.
Mr. Gadget. Out here looking like a politician.
Listen to this one, man. I look like a politician. Come on, I'm far from that. Hey, yo, thank you so much, guys. And we're gonna catch you on the next episode, of course. Gadget with you, InspirationHub, sponsored by Tshepo Art And Projects. That's 10. With that said, we are. Till next time.